Hey now, welcome to Preview for the Daily Flash. I am Matt Doolittle, bringing you the best that Hollywood, theme parks, and all things nerdtastic have to offer. And boy, do we have a lot of news hitting today. First off, though, y'all a bunch of weirdos. Last week, when I went and saw Saturday Night, I didn't know this other movie was coming out on the same night. I was actually surprised how busy the theater was. I was like, is everybody here for Saturday Night? No, it's a small theater. Is everybody here for The Wild Robot? It's kind of a kid's movie. Oh, Terrifier 3 came out. I had seen Art the Clown in TikTok videos and memes and stuff like that, but I wasn't really sure what this thing was. I don't go seeking out horror movies. I am not a horror movie guy. I don't like to be tense. I will sit there with my hat down. I don't like jump scares. I don't like super gory things. I'm at a point in my life where I don't need that. And y'all bunch of weirdos went and saw this thing in droves. I say weirdos, to each their own. Not my thing, your thing, I guess, because it made $18.9 million last weekend, and it keeps making money, and it beat the living hell out of everything else. Well, Wild Robot had 14 million. Beetlejuice is still sitting there at 7.3, and then, oh God, if you're a Warner Brothers executive and was part of this, I feel for you on Joker 2, fully not gonna matter because it's not making any more money. So this Terrifier 3, which I don't even need to get into the plot. I've already heard things. He massacres Santa, kills a family. I'm good. I don't need all this. It's on a $2 million budget. And I guess the other two, which I didn't even know there were other two, were even on a smaller budget. Still made money. This thing was on a $2 million budget and made $18.9 million on its opening weekend. Ka-ching for that studio, because that's all pocket money. On top of, I'm sure this weekend, it's going to make even more money because there's really nothing coming out. If you look what's coming out this weekend, it's We Live in Time, which is a drama romance. It's a thing with Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh that they've been pushing. That's one of those where you're going to go and you know you're just going to sad cry the whole time. So I'm not going to see that. Another horror movie, Smile 2, which I guess the first one did pretty well. So we've got another one of those. It looks like this Terrifier 3 might win this weekend also, which is nuts. And the next weekend we get Conclave, which I don't know who's going to see a thing about the Catholic Church and how the Pope is picked and all that. That not in my wheelhouse. And then Venom: The Last Dance, which I'm going to a preview on Tuesday, so I'll have a review for you on that one, which please let this one be better than the second one. They wasted Carnage. They wasted a Woody Harrelson performance. But hey, good on you, Terrifier 3 people. Not my thing. I'm sure it might get turned into a Halloween Horror Night house pretty soon. But damn, hey, every once in a while, one of these indies come along and hit it out of the park. And I guess this Art the Clown is the new Jason, Freddy Krueger. He's going to be up in that realm. Just not my cup of tea, kids. All right, we did get a big announcement today. Universal Studios, Epic Universe put out this today. We are getting a look at Universal's Epic Universe, and the opening date revealed. We are getting this beauty on May 22nd of 2025. That is when they are expecting this to open. Now I say that there are always delays. Half the stuff there won't be working that day. Let's just be honest. When Disneyland opened, nothing worked. When they opened the first Universal Studio, it is notorious, nothing worked. Jaws didn't work for like 2 years. So we can anticipate that yes, it's going to be an amazing opening. Good luck getting tickets. I guess they're going to start selling tickets here pretty soon. So you can start building that up. Apparently they're selling only multi-day tickets. They're not going to just sell one-offs. According to reports, Epic Universe will require guests to purchase multi-day passes in order to enter the park. Those passes would include admission to the resort's other theme parks, with guests only able to spend 1 day at Epic Universe. This is reportedly because demand is anticipated to be high. Duh! The company wants to avoid overcrowding. Well then, limit the tickets. I don't I don't understand that statement. Okay, great. Yeah, hey, we know it's going to be cool. It's got all these cool lands coming up. I mean, I think that we all know it's going to be a crazy time to get in there. It's going to take a while. You know, we're getting the Celestial Park, which is the front. We're getting How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, which I don't know the longevity on that one, but okay. Super Nintendo World, which will go on forever, I think. Dark Universe, which they can keep rebooting and doing stuff with. Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. Okay, hey, as long as Sci-Fi Network and E just keep playing the reruns of the movies on the weekends, I think it'll keep up. They're obviously going to keep creating more movies and continuations of it. The rumor is that they're going to expand it over at Islands of Adventure also and just keep building on the Harry Potter thing because cha-ching, Harry Potter. I'm excited. God knows when I'll be able to get in unless our friends at Universal, which thank you again for the Halloween Horror Night, entered, I believe Mitch went last night. Want to have us out for a lovely preview? I'm wearing a Jurassic Park shirt, guys. Come on. This is going to be one of the biggest theme park openings of the past 20, 30 years. I can't remember something this big opening in the Central Florida area in a long time. We haven't had a new park. We've had new lands. We've obviously had the new Harry Potter lands at the parks at Universal. Disney has expanded some stuff. Obviously, one of the bigger openings we've had is Star Wars Land over there with Batuu. So that was a big opening for them. It's highly anticipated, of course. This is huge. It's a giant piece of property. All the local news organizations here keep flying their drones around it to show us what's going on out there, which is like great, showing construction. But it is insane that thinking like 2-3 years ago, that was a cow pasture behind our convention center. It was just a cow pasture. Now it's going to be a whole theme park. Giant hotels going up that looks really cool and kind of translucent-y, not translucent-y, multicolored. Let's go with that. Words. So this is going to be a big deal when that happens. Now, one thing I'm glad I got to ride a couple weeks ago with my nephews that is kind of coming to, that we're not going to be able to get on for a year, is Big Thunder Mountain. It's reportedly going to be down for a year for refurbishments. But a big thing about that is because they're building the villain area behind it. I think that that's going to be a big reason for this. So it's going to be closing on January 6th. Of course, they're not going to close it before the holidays. That's a bad idea. I've ridden the Thunder Mountain that was at Disneyland Paris. It was amazing. It was twice as long. Had graphic mapping, everything. It was insane because apparently they built that one first and then they built the park, whereas with this one they built this into the park, and the same with Disneyland. So this is going to be down for a year. They're going to refurbish it. They're going to probably have that whole back area being blown out for this the new villain area, and that's what's going to be happening at Magic Kingdom. It's going to be one big construction site for the next 2 years, 2 to 3 years, because the rumor is that as of July 6th, or January 6th rather, everything there that's over in Frontierland, they're draining the river, the boats out of there, they're gonna start tearing down the island. All of it's gonna be gone. Huck Finn's Island, all that, it's just, they're gonna start tearing it out, they're gonna get to work on it quick, put in the Cars ride, put in Villain Land. They're gonna try to do that as fast as possible and get that done. I have said this for years with Disney. I wish they would go for 2 years of no construction. It seems like for the past 10 years, one park has just been under construction every year. And it's not a small construction project. It is you can't walk around, you can't enjoy the park. It's a waste of money and time to go there. I remember this with Hollywood Studios when they were building Star Wars area and Toy Story Land at the same time. Nothing was open and you couldn't walk around. Now they're about to try to do this with almost all 4 parks. Well, EPCOT, not so much, but the other 3, Animal Kingdom's going to go under a huge renovation. Magic Kingdom is going to go under a huge renovation. They're putting the Monsters thing, and they still haven't said where they're going to put that, Monsters Inc. at Hollywood Studios. I want it to go over where the Star Wars loading bay is and the stupid Disney kids stuff, because there's nothing over there. Please don't get rid of the Muppets. Please. even though I did get to see it one last time in case they did. So that's the big thing going on at Hollywood Studios, or at Disney. So we've got Universal and Disney going after it, and SeaWorld going, hey, we still have fish, come hang out. But they're going to have new roller coasters and stuff, I'm sure, to announce. We will be going to IAAPA in a couple weeks here in Orlando. It's the big theme park convention. Usually SeaWorld has a big announcement there. So we'll be sure to be shooting some stuff there and get it to you guys as well. On to the movies. Actually, we'll go back to the theme parks real quick. So every year at EPCOT, they have the Candlelight Processional, which is a great event if you've never had a chance to do that out at Disney. International Festival of the Holidays presented by Advent Health. Christmas at Disney, I've said this for years, Universal wins Halloween, Disney wins Christmas. Just how it's going to go. And Epcot's always great. They have holiday storytellers from around the world. If you go to the different countries, you've got different Santas telling you different stories. Santas, they all got their thing. They always have some performances going on. You can meet Santa Claus, but the big thing, the big spectacle, if you will, is the Candlelight Processional. You can hear the story of Christmas retold by celebrity narrators and a masked choir accompanied by a 50-piece orchestra, held trumpets, and Voices of Liberty. It's going to run from November 29th to December 30th. Show times are 5, 6:45, and 8:15 in America Gardens Theater at Epcot. We got to see Neil Patrick Harris last year. It was awesome. You always want to make sure you get a good storyteller. We used to go as a family when I was a kid. We would go out there once or twice a year for this, and a couple times, I won't say who, but they were bad. You could tell they were there for the free vacation. They weren't into it. Maybe they hit the dinner a little hard before they got up there for the last show of the night, but it was not good. But this year we have our storytellers. So we're starting in November with Josh Gad, which is pretty cool, November 29th and 30th. Nico Santos, not familiar with them. Christy Metz, Whoopi Goldberg, which is awesome. Titus Burgess, Brendan Fraser, who's been doing it the last couple years, and I heard last year he was really good, so that might be on my radar. Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid's gonna do it. That's cool. Gary Sinise, he's a staple there. He does a lot of great charity work with the children of military military members who've either are stuck overseas or have been killed in battle. He usually brings a big group of them to Disney over the holidays. He does a lot of great work with them. Lieutenant Dan, you're a good man. Neil Patrick Harris, he's awesome. He's admitted, he goes, I get a free vacation for my family to Disney during Christmas. Why wouldn't I come do this? Pat Sajak, okay, I guess you got some time off now that you're not doing the wheel. Gloria Estefan, that might be good. Edward James Olmos, that's going to be good. Sterling K. Brown and Jodie Benson are your Candlelight people for the year. Sometimes they drop out. People get sick, stuff happens, they may replace them, so keep a lookout on that. But again, and you can start getting the dinner package, which I suggest you try to do, which is a good idea. Make sure you get a seat. Here's a little pro tip. You don't have to sit there to see the telling. You can stand behind where the theater is and still see enough. They kind of put a walkway there. You just got to get there a little early if you end up doing that. But they have a cool dining package where you can choose from a variety of eateries, and you get a guaranteed seat during the processional, so you can get a dinner and then you go to that, but you got to have a ticket for the park. So it's a cool thing. So if you want to look into it, obviously it's on the Walt Disney World website. All right, on to movies. Aside from the Terrifier people, James Gunn gave us a first look at Superman and Krypto. And this is what he put up on, James Gunn put up on his Twitter and all his socials. Krypto arrives on screen in Superman this summer. Krypto was inspired by our dog, Ozu, who was adopted shortly after I started writing Superman. Ozu, I don't know how you say that, who came from a hoarding situation in a backyard with 60 other dogs and never knew human beings was problematic, to say the least. He immediately came in and destroyed our home, our shoes, our furniture. He even ate my laptop. It took a long time before he would let us touch him. I remember thinking, gosh, how difficult would it be if Uzo had powers? And thus Krypto came into the script and changed the shape of the story as Uzo was changing my life. What a better time to debut the not-so-good boy Krypto than adopt a shelter dog month. By the way, Uzo today is fairly often a very good boy. So I'm excited for this Superman from James Gunn. James Gunn has not failed me on what he has taken over. We're looking at this Superman. They don't really have a release date. I think it's going to be early July. They're looking at July 11th so far. They're creeping out pictures of it here and there. The thing with James Gunn is he made Peacemaker cool. He made Guardians of the Galaxy cool when nobody knew what they were. Even after Marvel kicked him out for a minute, he went and made Peacemaker. And they're like, please come back. Please come back for one more Guardians. So he did that. Guardians left. That's kind of how that's gone. And now he's running DC. He gutted all that DC Universe stuff. So I'm excited for it. I like James Gunn. I like where he takes stuff. I'm hoping this is a little lighter than the Zack Snyder stuff. I'm hoping the movie is just not one of the origin stories. We know Superman's origin. It's been told 20 times. So please, let's move on from that. Alrighty, that is going to do it for preview review this week. Let me know what you think. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all the things with the show. Let me know what you want to talk about. And again, we're going to be at Venom coming up next week, so I'll have a review of that. And then shortly thereafter, we have IAPA. We have a lot of stuff coming up. We are coming up on convention season here in Orlando, so there's going to be a lot of cool stuff to go check out. If you got something you want me to check out, make sure you email me, matt@dailyflashshow.com. We're happy to come out, check out anything going on that has to do with theme parks, entertainment, or anything nerdy, quite frankly. We're happy to come chat with you about. Hopefully some giveaways come along soon, right? Right? Yeah. Giveaways coming along soon. Alrighty, till next time. Peace and love.